I'm Erik Robey.
And I'm Johnelka Stafford. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Today, we'll tell you about the new expanded hours at Animal Control, and we'll take a look at plans for the Glen Burnie Memorial Day Parade. But first, making headlines this week. Well, by now, you've all filed your taxes. Well, most everyone has. And the county executive has started the process for spending that money next year. County Executive Leopold presented his fiscal year 2013 budget at the County Council this week, and we have the full breakdown for you. Let's start with just a few highlights. Service reduction days and furloughs of county employees are terminated. Trash collection fees have decreased by $17 for each household. The property tax rate increases by 3 cents for every $100 of assessed property value. Education budget increases by $33.9 million. Anticipated casino revenue pays for 15 additional police officers plus firefighters and paramedics in West County. The budget was created with a few unanswered questions from the state of Maryland as the governor and the General Assembly continue to try to come to an agreement on the list of cuts and taxes that would affect counties. We'll be sure to let you know when that happens. Many of the decisions in this county budget assume certain actions will come from the state, so stay tuned. Now, of course, construction projects are also a big part of the budget. Let's look at a few projects that received funding this year. First, road construction and resurfacing, $16 million. There was $5.7 million to Severna Park High School. Fort Smallwood Park and the public boat ramp, $4.1 million. $700,000 to Bates Heritage Turf Field. The Eastern District Police Station, $8.8 million. Mills Parole Elementary School, $12.8 million. And Northeast High School, $12.2 million. The recommended budget is now in the hands of the County Council for approval. There'll be a series of public hearings throughout May, and of course the budget must be approved by May 31st. The new fiscal year will begin for the county in July 1 actually. Check out our calendar in a few minutes for the dates and locations of the public hearings. Now, Erik, some people might be stuck on that property tax increase, and according to the budget office, it'll cost the average taxpayer about $128. Now, you have to keep in mind that most people have this payment rolled into their mortgage. That means you pay each month, of course, so we're talking about roughly $10 more a month. The Budget Office has also released a table that compares the tax burden by jurisdictions. I was really surprised at the numbers here, and of course we don't want to get anyone in trouble, but which jurisdiction do you think has the highest tax burden?
We don't want to get anyone in trouble. I'm not going to
put you. I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to put you on the spot,
It's a
Erik.
good thing my counterparts out there in Baltimore City and Montgomery County, Howard County don't watch it. But you know what, Johnelka? I'm going to say, I might be wrong on this one. It's between two. It's Baltimore City or Montgomery County. I'm going to say Baltimore City.
Wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. That's not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
Okay,
Those cities are expensive to live in. Now, our viewers are looking at the table. They're looking at the table right now. Here's a hint. It's our wealthiest county in Maryland for most years, actually. It has its own bus system. It's close to Washington, D.C., and the owner of the Redskins lives there.
Dan Snyder lives there. Dan Snyder lives in Montgomery County, folks, and that was my second guess.
That was your second guess. That was your second guess. Correct.
It's expensive to
Montgomery
live down there.
County. Now let's look down the list here. The average tax bill in Montgomery County is about $6,651. The next highest is Howard County, followed by Harford County. Anne Arundel County actually has come with the lowest tax burden when you're looking at property and income taxes of all of our neighbors, with a total cost of $4,226. So that's not really a terribly bad deal. We have great parks, great schools, and other services, and we pay less, so I'll take that.
Absolutely.
Now, if you want to learn everything there is to know about the budget, it's all online. The entire budget book, plus the speech delivered by the county executive. It's all available on our website at www.aacounty.org/budget www.ccc.gov/fy2013.cfm.
Well, gosh, all those numbers are giving me a headache, folks. So let's get back to something that's not going to give anybody a headache. Of course, I'm talking about pets. I want to talk more about dogs and cats. First of all, folks, I want to thank Robin Small again for coming on the show last week and bringing a pet with her. But I want to talk directly to our viewers for a second. A couple of months ago, Robin brought Bonnie the cat on the show. And you know what happened. The cat had a new home within a matter of hours. Last week, Robin brought in a nice cat named Alistair. And our sources tell us that he's still searching for a home. Folks, you need to use the power of Facebook to help Alistair the cat. Help Alistair find a home. Maybe you like Alistair, but you want to meet him in person before making a decision. And maybe it's hard for you to get to Animal Control on Saturday because the kids have a Little League game or, like me, a soccer game. Well, we have a solution for you. Animal Control has new hours. They're still closed on Sundays and Mondays. But now they'll be open later on Wednesdays for folks who want to drop in after work. Starting May 9th, Animal Control will have visiting hours on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And on Wednesday, visiting hours will be extended from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, in case you forget, there's a way Animal Control will remind you. Be sure to like them on Facebook. You can find them on our page or type in Anne Arundel and animal into your search box, and please consider adopting Alistair. Seems like a great cat. He's got one of those big tomcat heads. You know, who wouldn't want him as your cat?
All right. Well, our most patriotic holiday is coming soon, and communities are already starting to get ready. Our own Mark Chang stopped by Glen Burnie in his week's Community Spotlight to find out more about the plans for the Memorial Day holiday. Mark?
Thanks to both of you in the studio. I'm over here in downtown Glen Burnie, and with me today I have Miss Candy Fonts and Miss Barbara Saber, and they're both part of Glen Burnie Improvement Association, and they're both here to talk about the upcoming annual Glen Burnie Memorial Day Parade and also the Richard H. Carter Award that's presented to outstanding volunteer in our community over in Glen Burnie. First of all, I want to start with you, Candy. Thank you so much for coming back out on the show. It's great. Could you tell the folks out there, when is the parade?
Sure, it's always the weekend actually before the holiday. So this year it'll take place on Sunday, May 20th, and it begins at 2 o'clock.
And I know there's always a big crowd of participants. Where do they meet?
All the units that are going to participate would meet down at Corcoran Middle School, which is off of Crane Highway and Quarterfield Road.
And living in Glen Burnie, I've always been a great spectator, love it, watching it. Where could you tell us where the hot spots are to watch the parade?
Anybody's welcome to set up anywhere along Crane Highway. Probably the best spot, if you can find room, is at the reviewing stand, which is in front of the Improvement Association. We'll have the parade MC there, and he'll certainly announce all the units as they come by. In addition, one of the highlights that we have to honor the military is we have American Legion Post 40. Their color guard will be present. We'll have a bugler there that'll play taps, and then we'll have the 21-gun salute. It's pretty emotional and pretty moving.
Yeah, absolutely. I know in the past years there's been a very emotional time, but it's a very good event. Could you tell us how many participants are expected to participate this year?
Usually we have about 1,500.
Okay.
Very good turnout.
And what types of entries are you looking for?
We run the gamut. We have, of course, all the military units are there, the scouts, various POM squads, karate schools. We always count on the local high school bands to participate, and plenty more.
Okay, great. And it's right around the corner, so how can folks get in and participate as far as getting into the parade?
That's simple. They can log on to www.gbia.org. They can access the entry form online, or they can certainly call the hall, 410-766-6760, and we can mail it or fax it.
Great. Thank you so much, Candy. And Miss Barb, thank you for coming on the show and appreciate your time. Could you tell the viewers out there about what the Richard H. Carter Memorial Award is?
Richard H. Carter was a lifetime Glen Burnie resident and a community volunteer, and we have an award we give to a volunteer from 21061 or 21060.
Great. Those are the zip codes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. And what type of recognition does the award receive?
Well, the award recipient is in the parade. They are awarded at the opening ceremony, and they get a plaque, and they also get $200 to give to the charity of their choice. And then in June, they're awarded many citations from the senator and the county council, and et cetera.
Okay, great. And you know, Glen Burnie's such a great place to live, work, and play. And what makes a great community is because of the volunteers out there. And if viewers are out there watching, they know someone they want to nominate. How can they nominate that individual?
Okay, they can get a application off of the www.gbia.org, or they can call the hall at 410-766-6760 and get an application sent to them.
Great. Thank you very much, Barbara, and thank you so much, Candy. And you know, I know that you all work tirelessly every day for the Glen Burnie Improvement Association, also the Glen Burnie communities, and this is just one of the many events that you all do. And I know the carnival is just around the corner, so we'll be back out here to get information on that. But viewers out there, please consider circling your calendars for the upcoming annual Glen Burnie Memorial Day Parade that's coming up very soon. So put on your calendars, and we hope to see you out there. Reporting with the Glen Burnie Improvement Association leaders over in downtown Glen Burnie for Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. It's great to see all of those flags flying and all that spirit to support our county.
Well, folks, there's more Week in Review to come. As we go into the break, have a look at the community calendar to find out what's happening around our county. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. We have some more good news for you on the front of fighting homelessness. This week, the county won a $2 million grant from the federal government to help people find permanent housing. The grant will aid organizations such as Arundel House of Hope, Catholic Charities, the Housing Commission of Anne Arundel County, Annapolis Area Ministries, the county's mental health agency, and Community Residents, Inc. Now get this, the money will go a long way. Combine these programs with providing permanent housing to approximately 120 households, transitional housing to approximately 160 households, and support services to over 100 households right here in our county. People are still struggling out there, folks, right now in this economy, so there's great news that there's some relief available.
Mary Felter is on a health kick this week. She stopped by the Severna Park Community Center to get us some details on the upcoming Severna Park Community Health Fair. Mary?
Thank you. This is Mary Felter, and I'm at the Community Center in Severna Park. I believe it's really called Severna Park Community Center correctly. And this is Marion Wear, W-E-A-R, and she is the office manager here. I'm here to talk to her about a health fair that they're planning to have. Welcome to Week in Review, Marion.
Oh, thank you very much. Glad to be here.
I understand you were the genius behind having this event. Tell me a little bit about why you put it all together.
Well, one of the nice things about the community center is so many wonderful organizations and individuals and businesses come in here to rent space. We suddenly saw a pattern start to emerge. We have a new Central Maryland Fibromyalgia Support Group that has started here. It started in January. The Department of Aging has been in to offer classes. Baltimore Washington Medical Center does several very important big fairs and events here. And we have individual groups like the Are You Fit Exercise Yoga Pilates group, and also we have a Qigong Tai Chi class. I began to notice a pattern, especially because we already had the wonderful new Wellspring warm water therapy pool, and we have already been doing for some years those types of projects. So I thought, what if we all got together, the power of all of our resources, to do a little bit more to expand this and offer some of these services and some of this information to the community.
So you're calling it the name of the fair?
Improving Life with Chronic Conditions. It's truly a wellness fair, and it is designed for any chronic condition that is limiting you in your lifestyle. So whether it's something that causes pain, fatigue, some physical limitations, we have vendors and opportunities for you to learn a lot about the things that are available to help you.
So we'll tell everyone the date first and the time that it's going to be offered here at the center, and please be sure to tell them what the address is for the center as well.
Well, the Severna Park Community Center is located at the corner of Baltimore-Annapolis Boulevard and Cypress Creek Road. It's 623 Baltimore-Annapolis Boulevard in Severna Park. The date of the fair is Friday, May 4. It will start at 12 noon and it will end at 4 p.m.
Tell me, who are some of your sponsors at the event?
The sponsors for this event include Baltimore-Washington Medical Center, the Department of Aging here in Anne Arundel County, the Qigong Balance for Health program, the Are You Fit exercise program, our own Wellspring therapy pools, and of course SPCC, and also the Central Maryland Fibromyalgia Support Group.
So it sounds like you're going to have physical therapists, chiropractors, what other acupuncturists, therapists? What kind of professionals will be here?
Well, you've named examples of a lot of the groups that will be here. Baltimore-Washington Medical Center will be bringing about 8 of the best of its representative groups. These would be things like the Sleep Center, the Pain Center, and cardiology and physical rehab. They're going to have a medical-related display, but we'll also have various organizations that help partner with you or provide you with services to stay in your home. For instance, Partners in Care, the Department of Aging. We are going to have people that represent pharmacy groups that do custom formulary pharmacy, that are experts in herbal or supplement information, or even nutrition centers. We will, by the way, have nutritious food available for sale during the course of the day.
Sounds like you have a whole lot going on. Is there a phone number people should call to register in advance to come, or can they just show up? And it's free, correct?
That's correct. It is free. You do not have to register. You just come and enjoy the day. Mixed in with the vendor fair, we will be having a series of informative seminars and demonstrations, and we'll have a complete schedule published. It will be up on our website this week.
Can you tell us what your website is so that people can quickly find it?
It is our name, so it is www.severnaparkcommunitycenter.com.
That should be really easy. I did mention that it's free, but I know that you're accepting donations because you have some work you want to do with the pools.
That is true. What we are going to do is accept donations to help us do 2 major projects that we have earmarked to make our center more accessible and comfortable. One is to provide a much upgraded wheelchair lift with a floor platform, everything to support people getting in and out of our 2 pools. And the other is we would like to put handicap door openers on the double front doors into the building. We currently have them already on the therapy pool entrance, but now we would like to add them to our front door and really make this a place everyone can enjoy.
Well, thank you very much, Marion, for letting our viewers know about the event that's coming up. Again, it's May the 4th. It will be from noon to 4 o'clock, did you say? Noon to 4 o'clock here at the Severna Park Community Center, 623 Baltimore and Annapolis Boulevard, Severna Park. We look forward to having you all join us here for the day. Thanks so much for coming in on the program. We very much appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being here.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Mary. Sounds like a great event, and hopefully they'll have some great weather so everyone gets outside to learn more about healthy living.
Janelle, you remember that Madonna song?
Which Madonna song?
You want me to sing it for you?
Sing it for
no,
me.
I got the moves, baby. You got the motion. Well, that's the idea in this week's Rec and Park Spotlight, folks. Carolyn Ryan visited Linthicum Elementary School for Kids in Motion class. Carolyn.
Well, we are here at Linthicum Elementary School where we are watching the Kids in Motion class, and Debbie Halley is here with me. She's the instructor of this class, and Debbie, you've really got the kids moving today.
Yes, definitely. This always gets them moving. This activity right here, they love this activity. So
great. Well, tell us a little bit about the Kids in Motion class.
Well, they come after school, so there's no going home on the bus. They come right after school, and I keep them moving for an hour, literally, with games, fun things. You know, things that they do in PE, but it's still fun. It's after school fun.
Great.
So.
Now it's elementary school age,
yes,
right?
1 through first grade through third grade.
Okay. And where the class is located here at Linthicum Elementary School.
Yes.
Is this the only site this session?
No, I do it also at Crofton Woods Elementary as well.
Okay. And do you want to tell us a little bit about like something special that they do, or?
Well, this is one of the special activities that they do, as you can see. But I didn't bring in a lot of stuff, but we do frisbees, we do fitness games. Like I've got the dice. They've got to do a bunch of physical activities with, on these dice and the numbers. It's just stuff like that, just fun stuff that we do. Keep them moving. It's all about the fun.
It is.
Yes.
Well, and they are definitely moving here at Linthicum Elementary School. You can get more information on our Kids in Motion program or all of our youth activities at www.aacounty.org/recparks. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. You know, I've been holding my own Kids in Motions class at my house for years, and I never knew they really had a real Kids in Motion class.
That's funny.
Well, I tell you, Johnelka, it's springtime. It definitely is spring. You can feel it in the air.
Absolutely.
And you know what else is in the air?
Pollen. Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's in the air. It's on my car. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
just crazy. I think this year's it was one of the worst years I've ever
Absolutely.
seen.
I know myself personally, I don't have allergies,
Oh,
but
lucky
I'm
you.
not sure now. I'm really not sure. I don't think anybody can escape the pollen this year.
Do you think it had something to do with the very warm winter we had, the lack of snow?
Absolutely.
You know what else there's going to be a lot of this year?
What's that?
Those little things that crawl around.
Crabs, I heard.
Crabs.
Yes,
a lot of crabs.
I heard.
A lot of the organizations that report on crab populations are saying we could have double the amount of crabs that we had last year.
Well, hey, let's get to cracking.
So that's a lot of food. So I think we should have the table set up with some mallets and my bib on, and we're going to go get to those crabs.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we're looking forward. Folks, before we go today, we do want to mention the passing of a former state senator, Al Lipin, and a longtime Glen Burnie community leader. He passed away at the age of 92 years old after suffering a heart attack. His accomplishments include the establishment of National Guard Armory in Glen Burnie, and the construction of North Arundel Hospital, now Baltimore Washington Medical Center. He served in the General Assembly from 1966 until 1977 and was a founding member and president of the Northern Anne Arundel Chamber of Commerce. According to the Maryland Gazette, our thoughts and prayers go out to Al's family. He really made a difference in this community, and we'll certainly miss him. Folks, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are available at blip.tv and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes or like us on Facebook. Go ahead and do that at Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more news and highlights from around your county. We'll see you next time.